Hey, welcome to the Scampening. I'm not Mike.
And I'm not Scamp.
And that much is clear. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about tropes. And if you are unfamiliar with what a trope is, much as he was unfamiliar with what a trope was.
Well, I mean, I kind of knew what they were.
You didn't know the word. And for those of us who don't know the word, a trope is an overused cliche usually found in TV or movies, but they can also be found in books, comic books, music.
Music tropes?
Yes, but we'll get to that later. So, for today's episode, join us in the Hawaiian Trope-ics. Okay, so as far as tropes go, you can find them almost anywhere, and it may be things that you've thought about. Why is this always happening like this? It's because it works, or doesn't work, and that works, right?
Yeah.
Think about the most cliche thing you can possibly think of in a TV show. Ugly guy, hot wife. Or dumb dad.
I like the one where all you need to do to be attractive is take off your glasses and let your hair down. Did it work?
For me, yes. For you, not so much. Ooh, good example of a trope. Do you remember the movie Cabin Fever?
The one where it was all horror movie tropes?
No, that's Cabin in the Woods.
I don't remember Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever? The virus that basically makes people melt. One of the tropes that gets used there that I loved is if you have sex in a horror movie, you die.
True facts.
And, I mean, a virus that literally makes your skin fall off is probably one of the worst STDs you can get. Right behind that one that lasts for 18 years. Pregnancy. Wrap it up. But you do make a good point about Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is not quite a parody because it was a pretty scary and genre-defining movie.
Well, isn't technically Scream technically supposed to be a parody horror movie?
A parody horror movie series that should have died. But yes. But the thing about Cabin in the Woods is you've got your generic horror movie bad guys like Redneck Zombie Torture Family, or, well, I don't know if the Mermen would really be considered a horror staple. But, what did they call their version of Hellraiser? The one with the round puzzle thing instead of the cube.
Well, copyright reasons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but they still got it close
Yeah.
enough that you could tell. And then there was the unicorn was a nice touch. And it wasn't just the bad guys in Cabin in the Woods either. You had your standard adventuring party of horror movies of the stoner, the jock, the nerd, the slut, and the virgin. I did like that the stoner's pot kept him from being susceptible to the let's split up gang gas. That was good. Getting away from movies a little bit, one of the best things about TV shows is that because it's a recurring set of characters, you can get into a lot of tropes, and especially the running gag tropes. One of my favorite TV shows of all time is absolutely riddled with tropes, and that's Full House. Full House had such classics as Super OCD, which would be Danny when he got upgraded during spring cleaning from just being a neat freak. All Canadians Love Hockey, Joey. The Spotlight Stealing Squad, which Full House was originally supposed to be about 3 men living in San Francisco trying to raise 3 girls. But the 3 girls actually took over the show, and there were some people that actually referred to it as the Michelle Show.
There's also the Urkel show.
Oh, yes, Family Matters. Steve Urkel completely took over Family Matters. And that's probably an okay thing, because family dramas are good, family comedies are good, but you really need that one character to pull things together, and that's what tropes are for. If I had to pick my favorite trope of all time, it would probably be the TV trope, the vacation episode. The reason that the vacation episode is my favorite TV trope of all time is one word: Disney. It's no secret that in the 90s, every single ABC sitcom filmed a Disney episode. There are a lot of speculations that that was contractually obligated, and I'm okay with that because I love Disney. So you've got things like Boy Meets World, Step by Step, Family Matters, even Sabrina the Teenage Witch filmed episodes at Disney, and Full House, of course. And that episode in and of itself was absolutely full of other tropes, such as somebody cuts in front of somebody and they win a huge prize, where Michelle got to be the princess for the day after cutting in front of Stephanie to rub the genie's lamp. Or fish out of water. In this case, it's humans in water, where Jesse and Joey are doing their radio show from a tank in the living seas. Joey's afraid of sharks, and Jesse doesn't want to get his hair wet, so I don't know how they got down there. And just as much as tropes may be a magical tool that give a TV show or a movie the lifeblood it needs to thrive, there are some that just need to die.
We're the underdogs, and we're going to beat the best-ranked team, even though we ain't got no training.
That is correct. That's called ragtag, and that needs to go away. I don't care how good your training montage is with the coach that came out of retirement from being an alcoholic and running upstairs. If you have not been practicing and just devoting your life to your chosen sport, you are not going to beat people who are better than you and devote their time and have parents that force them to skip social obligations. Not gonna happen. You're gonna suck.
There's no rule that says that a dog can't play basketball.
Pretty clearly defined that basketball is a sport for people, not dogs.
How does a dog even play basketball?
I don't know. I saw Air Bud, and I still don't understand it.
Didn't they make like 12 of them?
Yeah, it was basketball, and then baseball, and then soccer, and then cricket, and then they made the ones about the puppies, and there's the one where the puppies save Christmas, and I don't like the Air Bud movies, but I like the puppy ones because puppies are cute, and fuck you. Also, I don't care if you are cutting your happens to be a girl from a broken home who's a tomboy pitcher's arm out of a cast 5 minutes before the game. She's not going to miraculously throw super hard, super fast because her arm locks into position and she just chucks it. She's going to need weeks, if not months, of physical reparative therapy.
Because of muscle atrophy.
Atrophy, but yeah. It's not a thing that is okay. Your team sucks. And don't even get me started on the jerk with the heart of gold. Sometimes an asshole is just an asshole. And I cannot watch another TV show or movie about my life. We haven't even scratched the tip of the iceberg when it comes to tropes. But there's just not enough time in the day. So until next time, I'm Scamp.
And I'm still not Scamp.
And remember, if they don't die on screen, they're not really dead.
Always.
Scamp knows everything, and you know he's really cool. Yeah. And then I said to her, liked it, I loved it.